New York's Leesean Hepnova has just one request for web designers. Keep it flat.
Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. They've ranged from building multi-person pogo sticks to hacking chocolate. Any topic the geeks hold dear. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds. The talk you're about to hear was recorded live at one of the featured Ignite events around the world.
So, this is a manifesto. This is a provocation. It's cool to be flat. Cool like McLuhan. The world is flat. What the hell am I talking about? Well, let me tell you about the enemy here. When the slide changes. A specter is haunting the world of the web and visual design, and that specter is gratuitous gradients, drop shadows, and reflections. This is a wall of shame. Join me in a holy alliance to exorcise this specter. Welcome. Welcome to Wankery Inc. 2.0. You know, a drop shadow and a reflection is not Instant 2.0. It's just a cheap trompe l'oeil that designers use to dupe clients into paying more for ugly. Don't believe it. It's okay, really. Design is not a dark art. It's craft. As designers, we need to embrace the fact that it's craft. It's about communication. It's about clarity. Don't forget about the user. I'm so worked up about this. Design is communication. It's compressed communication. It's not decoration. You know, it's about expressing a lot of complicated information in a short amount of time and space. That's the craft. It's not adding stuff on the side. Simplicity is key. Condense and clarify. Don't clutter or complicate. Make positive use of negative space. Silence is negative space in time. So embrace your medium. I'm talking about print here. I'm talking about the web. You know, these are screens. These are 2D surfaces, and 3D has its place. But don't put it there just for the sake of putting it there. You know, work with bold color contrast. Use texture. You know, this is a tidal wave of change. Join me in a tidal wave of change to bring flatness back. You know, from Hokusai to modern art. Flat has a long, illustrious history. This is not revolution, this is restoration. We're bringing flatness back. From the ancient Greeks to the native peoples of the Pacific Northwest, flatness is internationally renowned as awesome. You know, these artisans and traditional craftspeople worked within their constraints, used bold uses of line and color, and then we get to Mondrian, Kandinsky, Matisse. You know, this is low resolution, high contrast. You know, they embraced the flatness of their canvases. They fought against the hegemony of traditional perspective. They rejected that. Two more examples here. Lichtenstein, comically flat, comic book flat, right? Embracing the flatness of his page and pop art. Calder is seriously simple, you know, using flatness to express these emotional extremes, using color and line. And from Murakami to Ren and Stimpy, flat knows no distinction between high and low. Flat is comfortable on your TV screen. It's comfortable on a gallery wall. You know, Murakami's super flat is about the superficiality of pop culture, but only the shallow know themselves. So we can take a cue from modernist designers, the ABCs, Alvar Aalto to the Bauhaus to Le Corbusier. Let's strip away the artifice. Let's cleanse this degeneracy of the digital rococo. Get rid of it all. So let's take it to the bridge with a musical analogy. Would you rather be hair rock or punk rock? Do you want to contort yourself around a 3-necked guitar, play an 11th chord with a sharp 9th? Or do you just want to play a power chord and make a rock and roll statement and get on with it? Think about it. So here's some good flat design. IBM, Timeless, BP, greenwashing propaganda, nice logo. Coco Chanel, simplicity, luxury, Ubuntu, community, sharing, and the Wu-Tang is Wu-Tang. So the formula is simple here, function over ornament. This slide sort of speaks for itself, but you know, reflection is the worst kind of vanity. We don't really need that. So this is about values and vibe, you know, using a small assortment of elements using color, line, contrast. You can show, your sort of values, be scrappy, lean, and mean. You can be simple without looking cheap. Flatness builds character, from Pokemon to Hello Kitty to these characters that I created here with a few lines and dots. Hello Kitty doesn't even have a mouth, and she's part of a multi-million-dollar global empire. So what can you say about that? So this is the Tao of flat. It's cool to be flat. Let's return to the values of clarity and honesty in design. This is a challenge. Thank you very much for your time. The next slide has my info. When it changes, it's Leesean.net or at Leesean on Twitter. You can tell me if I'm whack. We can philosophize about flat together. Thank you.